So, Congressman, do you believe that Biden is being pushed out by the party as we speak?
No, I don't think that's happening. And I don't think that's happening because there are no smoke-filled rooms in the Democratic Party. We have a primary process, and Joe Biden has the delegates bound to him. So ultimately, the opinion that matters is not the Democratic Party's membership. It is the man who won the nomination. That's Joe Biden. Now, if he does continue, Chris, and I think he will, it's going to need to be a team effort. We need to have Secretary Buttigieg out there talking about infrastructure, and Senator Warren about student debt, and Gina Raimondo talking about domestic manufacturing, and Kamala Harris tearing apart Donald Trump limb by limb, using her prosecutorial skills to disembowel those lies he told at the debate stage.
What % chance would you put it at today that at the convention you come out with a different nominee because the delegates are transferred from Biden to another?
I don't think public conjecture is profitable right now. What matters right now is trying to reset the terms after that debate. And that means, one, focusing on the fact that, yes, Joe Biden had a bad night, but Donald Trump also 3 times over said he was not going to accept the results of the election. Basically, he's promising another January 6th in which he aided and abetted cop killers. We have got to, as a party, draw a sharp and strong contrast with the Republicans on law and order. The Republican Party claims it's the law and order party. They're trying to surge machine guns into our schools. They're trying to defund the FBI. They're voting against border security legislation. We need to make clear to those Haley voters in the heartland that it's going to be Democrats who are going to maintain law and order. And for that to proceed, we've got plenty of strong surrogates, in addition, of course, to the president, to make that case.
What changed after the debate?
I think the president did not deliver the performance that was going to be an inflection point for polling, in the sense of reminding Americans about the choice in front of them. Unfortunately, former presidents always have sort of a 20-point bump in favorables. George W. Bush, et cetera. Former presidents always look better through rose-colored glasses. And the point of this debate was to turn former President Trump into candidate Trump, to remind Americans about how much they dislike this guy, about how debased his character is, about what a threat to the Constitution he is. And regrettably, that's not the story coming out of that debate. But we still have time to make it the story. It's just going to be a team effort now.
One thing, it's not on topic, but I have to say something about it. How are Republicans trying to force machine guns into schools? What are you talking about?
They're refusing to ban bump stocks. And in fact, they're celebrating the Supreme Court's ruling that allows any citizen to take an assault weapon and turn it into a machine gun by function.
Right.
And we're going to see a repeat of the Las Vegas 2017 massacre. Chris, there is no use case for a machine gun in civilian life. Those weapons are designed to kill human beings at range and at scale.
Right. I'm with you. I'm just saying that the bump stock was a pretty popular piece of legislation. The court just shot down the legislation. I get that
it was not legislation. It was a regulation.
Right, but it was pretty popular.
It was regulation.
I mean, you had Republicans for it also.
It's popular everywhere common sense Americans traffic. It's not popular inside the House of Representatives, where MAGA Republicans are bought and paid for by the NRA. We've got a bill to ban bump stocks, 130 Democrats, one single solitary Republican on that bill. They're afraid of the NRA, and they're putting the gun lobby's interests above the interests of children and families. Guns are the leading cause of death, for children in this country right now.
They've become a symbol of individual liberty, which is unfortunate. I'm a gun owner, full disclosure, but it is unfortunate. But I also blame the Democrats a little bit in terms of how they've conducted themselves in the debate. It's one of my 2 beefs with the Democrats. One is how you talk about guns and where they apply and where they don't. And the second is that you guys gave the Republican Party the American flag as their symbol, which I don't understand why it's now accepted that if people see a flag, they think the person's a Republican. How'd that happen?
I proudly display an American flag at my home, and I agree that patriotism should not be a partisan issue. I will disagree with you on the guns issue, however. The only time the word regulation appears in the Constitution is to describe how we should approach the handling of weapons by the body politic. I served in the Marine Corps for 4.5 years. I know what these weapons can do. I fully support the Second Amendment. The difference is I've just read the darn thing, and I know that it does not give a 19-year-old the right to walk into a Walmart and buy a weapon designed to kill people.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of News Nation's fact-driven coverage.